I still remember the sound of my own teeth cracking against the floor. My perfect technique, my years of training, none of it mattered in that moment. One mistake, one single moment of pride. That's all it took to teach me the most dangerous truth about combat. Your greatest enemy isn't the one standing in front of you. It's the one staring back at you in the mirror. The one who knows every move before you make it. The one who can defeat you with a single thought. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? That voice in your head right now. The one telling you you're not good enough, not ready enough, not strong enough. That's your opponent. That's who I'm going to teach you to defeat. Listen closely, because what I'm about to share isn't just about fighting. It's about the war that's been raging inside you every single day of your life. A war most people never even realize they're losing. But I warn you, this truth is like looking into the sun. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. Are you ready to face your greatest enemy? When I first opened my school in Oakland, a challenge came that would change my life forever. But it wasn't the challenge you might expect. It wasn't the local masters questioning my methods, though they did. It wasn't even the cultural barriers I faced as a Chinese man teaching Americans. No! The real challenge came one night after hours of training. I was practicing my techniques faster and faster, harder and harder, each punch perfect, each kick flawless. Then I caught my own eyes in the mirror, and for the first time, I truly saw myself. Behind all that speed, behind all that power, I saw something that stopped me cold. Fear. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of failing those who believed in me. Fear of my own limitations. You feel it too, don't you? That constant pressure to prove yourself. In your job, in your relationships, in every mirror you pass. Society tells you to be stronger, faster, better. But in chasing what you think you should be, you've forgotten who you are. I spent thousands of hours training my body. But that night in front of the mirror taught me something no amount of physical training could. The deadliest hits don't come from your opponents. They come from the doubts you carry within. When you walk into a meeting, it's not your boss that defeats you. It's your own hesitation. When you want to take a risk, it's not external obstacles that hold you back. It's the chains you've placed on your own mind. Let me tell you about the 3 most dangerous opponents you'll ever face. I didn't discover them in any training hall or street fight. I discovered them in moments of silence, in the space between thoughts, in the reflection of my own truth. The first is the perfectionist, the most paralyzing of all enemies. I remember spending countless hours perfecting a single movement, believing that absolute perfection was the only path. But this opponent is clever. It doesn't attack you directly. It freezes you in place, makes you so afraid of imperfection that you never truly express yourself. How many dreams have you killed before they began, simply because you couldn't guarantee perfection? The second opponent is the doubter. When I first arrived in Hollywood, every door seemed to close. Too Asian for the lead role, they said. Audiences aren't ready, they said. But the loudest voice saying you can't wasn't coming from them. It was coming from within. The doubter whispers when you're closest to breakthrough. It dims your light just when you need to shine brightest. And the third, the most treacherous of all, the ego. People think ego means pride, but true ego is far more subtle. It's the voice that says you've learned enough, the part of you that chooses comfort over growth, the belief that you are what you've achieved. I see fighters all the time, so proud of their style, their technique, their way, trapped by their own image of themselves. You know what I discovered in my training hall? Boards don't hit back, but your mind throws punches you never see coming. Every time you're about to break through, it reminds you of past failures. Every time you're ready to take a risk, it shows you all the ways you could fail. I remember the exact moment everything changed in my training. I was practicing with my wooden dummy, throwing the same combinations I'd thrown thousands of times before. Suddenly, I stopped. In that moment of stillness, I realized I wasn't training to perfect my technique anymore. I was training to silence these inner opponents. Each punch wasn't about hitting harder. It was about breaking through another layer of self-imposed limitation. The real fight isn't out there in the world. The real fight is in those quiet moments when you're alone with yourself, when there's no one to impress, no one to compete with, no one to blame. That's when these three opponents come at you hardest. And that's exactly when you need to remember what I'm about to teach you. When I created Jeet Kune Do, people thought I was just making another fighting style. But I wasn't interested in adding to the confusion. I was interested in stripping away, in revealing the truth that had always been there. And this truth applies even more powerfully to your inner battles. The first principle, using no way as way. People are always searching for the perfect method, the ultimate technique to overcome their inner demons. They jump from one self-help book to another, one guru to the next. But listen carefully. The moment you commit to a single way, you become its prisoner. True freedom comes from remaining formless, adaptable, fluid. Remember the famous scene from Enter the Dragon? The art of fighting without fighting. Your inner battles don't always need to be fought head-on. Sometimes the greatest victory comes from not engaging at all. When self-doubt attacks, don't wrestle with it. When fear strikes, don't try to overpower it. Instead, redirect that energy, like leading an opponent to an empty boat. Most people's inner work is all mechanical movement. Rigid routines, forced positivity, rehearsed affirmations. But where is the emotional content? A punch without emotion is just motion through air. Your inner work without genuine feeling is just going through the motions. Feel your struggles. Embrace your doubts. Only by acknowledging their presence can you transcend them. Let me tell you about the water principle. Water is the softest substance in the universe, yet it can penetrate rock. Why? Because it doesn't fight itself. It doesn't try to be anything other than what it is. When it meets an obstacle, it doesn't force its way through. It flows around, under, over. Be like water in your inner combat. Don't resist your thoughts and emotions. Flow with them. Understand them. Let them show you the way. This brings me to one of my most misunderstood techniques, the 1-inch punch. People see the external display of power, but they miss profound inner truth. The power doesn't come from the inch of physical movement. It comes from complete unity of mind, body, and spirit. When you eliminate the inner conflict, when you resolve the battle between who you are and who you think you should be, that's when true power emerges. I once broke every mirror in my training. Not out of anger, but revelation.